Alright guys, so had a little bit more rain and I think a little bit more wind as well, but as you can see, the two stakes I put in holding up the tomato plants rather well. A little bit of a therapeutic weeding section through here. It's all nice and smooth. That was just for me, so I didn't show you guys that. We got some nice peppers growing here out of mine that were always a little stunted, so I'm pretty happy to see that. Those are pretty decent, so happy about that. And butternut squash, I have to figure out when to harvest those. These peppers are absolutely gigantic now. Like, those are pretty big, and we've got lots of them. So we got quite a few of those. The beets, just have to inspect those and pull them out. Some of them are pretty decent. I think one of the larger ones is right in here. I don't know if you guys can actually see this, but that thing is, yeah, it's quite a big one. So beets should probably be pulled out. The beans, I was doing some weeding, just a little bit, just to make things easier down the road. We've got our zucchini. That's the last one, right in there. And then that'd be the last one. It's pretty big. It's about the same size as most of the other ones I pulled out. And I'm sure you guys can see these. These are bright orange pumpkins. And also got a few more growing back in there. I don't know if you can see those, but might get a couple more. As you can see though, this is white. Really, like, well, the mold is turning them from their bright green, which is supposed to be this, to white. Green, healthy, white, moldy, not healthy. So still gotta deal with that a little bit. And cucumbers are growing really weird. Almost looks like a maraca or something, or whatever those things are called. That one looks okay. Spaghetti squash looks good. They're hard, well, firm, however you want to call it, but they're not squishy like the other one I had to remove, because that one just went bad for whatever reason. But again, green and healthy, white and not healthy. Corn has pretty much all blown over. And the downside to the corn not being the greatest is this. So we've got dirt growing out of the corn. I was told it was mold, but it looks like dirt. Just looks like dirt to me. But probably leave those in the garden. The other ones, there's a stalk there and a stalk there. Those ones might end up being okay. The potatoes, well, potatoes are what they are. They're just kind of there. Those should be fine later on down the road. I'm not too concerned about those. But that's pretty much the update. You know, I've done a little bit of weeding already. Did my little therapeutic session over here at the beginning, and I'm gonna try to remove the zucchini. I don't know if I'll actually be able to film the entire removal process, but this is the before. I'll try to get video footage or maybe photos or something for you guys, just so you can kind of see the process. this is pretty much done. I don't see any other flowers on it. So when your plants get to this point and you're in, you know, middle of September going into October, I mean, most things are going to be harvested in October. I don't think there's anything that gets harvested in November at all. So October, Halloween, pumpkins, everything else, you know, gourds and whatnot, those things should all be harvested at the same time. And especially if there's frost coming out, you don't want to have anything sitting out in the garden, because it'll wreck it. And I think what happens is it'll end up rotting from the inside out, because I'm pretty sure that's what happened the last time we left things outside. They just froze and they were ruined. So yeah, keep an eye out for frost eventually. You want to make sure that everything's brought in beforehand. But yeah, I think there's a flower here, right there, but I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to say that we're done. These are, by the way, I don't know if you guys can see that little bug, but that little yellow, disgusting yellow with black dots bug kind of looks like a ladybug. Those are the bugs that you want to get rid of. So, holding the camera, I couldn't do much about that bug. He's flown off, but those are the bugs you guys want to be aware of. Those are the bad ones. They kind of look like ladybugs, but they're just kind of the ugly version. So, yeah, that pretty much concludes today. Like I said, I'm going to try to remove this zucchini plant, just because it's too far gone. There's no point in keeping it around. I'll show you guys what I do with that. I'm going to pick this last zucchini here, and I can try to do it with one hand. Try to at least get a little something for you guys today, because it's mostly been just an update here. So, try not to have the string dangling down there. Okay, so I just pushed it up, snaps off, and that is it. So, it is massive, absolutely massive. So, gotta look at some recipes, cook these up. But yeah, this plant, like, it's starting to grow a little bit again, but it's just too far gone. You gotta know when to pull the plants out, and this one it's time. So that'll be it for today. Stay tuned for more, and we will see how the rest of the garden progresses as we near October and everything gets harvested, including the potatoes.